Mickey, hey, how's it going? It's Jordan. That's right. Calling to play some bets. You listening? For this Sunday, put them down, okay? I'm gonna do 2 million for Rockwell, okay? You got that down? And then I want to do another 2 million for Mexico to sweep it, okay? Del Toro's taking director. That's right. You heard me, director. What's that? No, no sports. No, I'm not talking about sports. No, I'm talking about the prestigious 90th annual Academy Awards that's this Sunday. You don't take bets for that. Okay, well, I understand, but that doesn't mean you have to call me an asshole. Look, maybe you can start. Hello? Hello? Mickey! Welcome to room 666. Today we're going to be doing Oscar predictions. I'm going to be telling you who I think is going to win in all the major categories of the Academy Awards. That's right. So get your boys, get your brats, get your brews. Let's get some Buffalo Wild Wings and let's get ready for Oscar season, baby. Woo! And let's go ahead and start off first up with cinematography. Let's go ahead and see who the nominees are. I'm going to go to my trusty envelope here that I'm going to rip open and reveal who the nominees are. All right? And the nominees are, for Best Cinematography, Roger Deakins, Blade Runner 2049, Bruno Delbonnel for Darkest Hour, Hoyt van Hoytma for Dunkirk, Rachel Morrison for Mudbound, and Dan Loston for The Shape of Water. Probably didn't say that right. Apologize for that. All right, well, those are all very good choices, but who I think is going to win and who I think should win is Roger Deakins for Blade Runner 2049. The man's been nominated about 400 times, and he's never won once, and he's probably one of the best cinematographers of all time, literally. So I hope he takes it. I think he will take it. I think they're aware that he's overdue with that. But everybody else in there, I think, is deserving of being in there. It's nice to see Rachel Morrison up there, who she also did cinematography on Black Panther. She was nominated for Mudbound. So it's a good category, but I think Roger Deakins, all hail the king, right? Especially for Blade Runner 2049. I mean, that fucking cinematography was... it was from the future. Up next on the list of categories, we have Best Adapted Screenplay. And who do we have on the list? We have James Ivory for Call Me By Your Name, Scott Neudstetter and Michael H. Weber for The Disaster Artist, Scott Frank, James Mangold, and Michael Green for Logan. That's nice to see there. Aaron Sorkin for Molly's Game, and Virgil Williams and Dee Rees for Mudbound. It's a nice little category we got there. So this is adapted screenplay. I think it's going to be James Ivory for Calling Me By Your Name. I think that's what is going to win. I don't think Calling Me By Your Name is going to win a lot of awards at the Oscars, but I think that's going to be one that it does take probably. Who I think should probably get it, honestly, I haven't seen Mudbound or Molly's Game, but I would give it to Mangold for Logan. I thought that was a really good adaptation of, the Old Man Logan, even though it's not completely the same thing. But, if Call Me By Your Name wins, that wouldn't be a crime either. I mean, these are all good stuff. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Mangold gets the gold, baby. Up next, original screenplay. Now, this one is a real exciting category. We have Emily V. Gordon, Kumail Nanjiani for The Big Sick, Jordan Peele for Get Out, Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird, Guillermo del Toro and Vanessa Taylor for The Shape of Water, Martin McDonagh for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Now this is another tough one. Who I think is going to get it, I think it's going to be 3 Billboards. I think, same thing, McDonagh didn't get a director nomination, or I don't think it's going to win Best Picture like a lot of people think it is. I think this is where they're going to award him for it. Well, and also in the acting categories, but we'll get to that later. I think that's going to be the one that wins. Who I think should win, honestly, that works for me. 3 Billboards, I think, is a really good script. I thought it was very nuanced and really good script with a lot of really interesting, complex characters. So I can take that. But honestly, anybody besides The Big Sick can take it, because I'm not too hot on The Big Sick. Sure, it's really cool to see them get nominated, but it wasn't really that great. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? We could have put... Killing of the Sacred Deer should have been in there. There's so many good times. I mean, there's so many original scripts. Anyway, I digress. I think Three Billboards is taking that one, baby. McDonough, that one's for you. All right, up next we have Best Supporting Actor. Who do we have on that list? Ooh, we got William Dafoe for The Florida Project. We got Woody Harrelson, Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. Richard Jenkins, The Shape of Water. Christopher Plummer, All the Money in the World. Sam Rockwell, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Well, it's obvious who should win and who's going to win. That's going to be Sam Rockwell. He takes it. I mean, he gave the best performance, one of the best performances this year in Three Billboards. It's a complex, nuanced character that he does a fantastic, hilarious job of bringing to life. And everyone on this list, I think, deserves to be there. I didn't see All the Money in the World because, I mean, you know, who did, really? But Christopher Plummer is a good actor, but he already kind of got his supporting actor award for beginners, so I'm not really sure why they had to stick him in here. There could have been lots of other people we could have gotten here, but the point is, Rockwell's taking it. I think a lot of people were kind of hoping for Dafoe to maybe take it, but I think this is Rockwell's year. And if it's not, then I ride in the streets and I push over cars. You hear that, Academy? Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me and don't fuck with Rockwell. Up next, we have Best Supporting Actress. Who do we have? Let's see. Mary J. Blige for Mudbound. Allison Janney, I, Tonya. Leslie Manville, Phantom Thread. Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird. And Octavia Spencer for Shape of Water. Now that is a fucking stacked list. Who do I think is going to win? I think they're giving it to Allison Janney. She's been sweeping the award season. Basically, it's kind of been her and Laurie Metcalf like neck and neck. They're both fabulous, and it would be nice to see both of them get the award. But you can only give it to one. And I think Janney has the more loud, kind of bigger performance. So I think she's going to take it. Who I would like to honestly see, although Allison Janney and Laurie Metcalf are fantastic, I think Leslie Manville deserves all kinds of recognition for Phantom Thread. But yeah, it's going to be Janney all the way. But Metcalf, you know, she definitely deserves an honorary one. You know, I don't know. I'd give it to everyone on this thing. Maybe not Mary J. Blige because I haven't seen Mudbound. But that's only because I haven't seen Mudbound. Not for any other reason than that. And also because she's always wearing sunglasses in that movie. And did they have sunglasses back then? I don't know. I had to check. That's not the point. Janney all the way. Up next, we have Best Actor. Let's see who we got. Timothée Chalamet for Call Me By Your Name. Big D. Day-Lewis for Phantom Thread. Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out. Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour. And our man Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel Esquire. Another stacked list. All great actors. All doing fantastic work. Who I think is going to take it? It's going to be Gary Oldman. Now, I haven't seen Darkest Hour, but he's sweeping up all the awards in that fat suit. And that's great. I don't really have any really interest to kind of see the film. I am going to check it out, of course. But I think Gary Oldman has been putting in amazing work for years. And so he definitely deserves. He's only been nominated once before this. And so I think he deserves a win for everything he's done. It's kind of like an honorary Oscar, so I like that. Daniel Day-Lewis, he says he's retiring, but we've given him enough Oscars, so I don't think he needs one here. But Denzel Washington, though, I mean, kind of got snubbed last year for Fences, right, over Manchester by the Sea. So I think it would be nice to see him get another one, because he got snubbed for Malcolm X, too. I mean, fuck, they've snubbed him for a lot of good shit. But I think it's all going to Oldman. He's got that jiggling chin. Oldman, we love you, baby. Cheers. Where all my ladies at? My lead actress ladies. Ooh, we got Sally Hawkins for The Shape of Water. Frances McDormand for Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Margot Robbie for I, Tonya. Saoirse Ronan for Lady Bird. And Meryl Streep for The Post. Now, who's going to take this? Frances McDormand, I think, right? She's the one. She's been winning everything. I think she's been doing great work. She won one for Fargo. She always does good stuff. She's fantastic in Three Billboards. But, I mean, honestly, everybody here is doing good work. Meryl Streep is in The Post just kind of doing what we've all seen her do. So that's kind of a boring thing there. There's a lot of people they could have put in there. I know Jessica Chastain has got a lot of stuff. Praise for Molly's Game. So many different people. But I think it's going to Frances McDormand, even though it could easily go to anybody else on this list. Sally Hawkins, Margot Robbie, Saoirse Ronan. If any of them take it on Sunday, I would not be disappointed, but I'm betting on Frances. We're winding down, getting down to the big guns. We got Best Director. The nominees for that are Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, Jordan Peele, Get Out, Greta Gerwig, Lady Bird, Paul Thomas Anderson, Phantom Thread, and Guillermo del Toro, The Shape of Agua. Who's going to take it now? It's going to be Del Toro. I'm putting down my money on the Mexican that he's taking it all the way, baby. We're sweeping that. But honestly, you're looking at this list, and you could give it to any single one of these people, and I would not be angry. Before I saw Shape of Water in the year, I was ready to give it to Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk. And I thought for sure the Academy was going to award him. But with what Del Toro has been doing, he's been sweeping it up. He's kind of just sort of one of those guys you want to see win an award. And I know Christopher Nolan is going to get his pretty soon. Del Toro, you know, he doesn't always have the chance to kind of sweep in here and get it. So I think this is going to be his. But if the Academy did something like gave it to Paul Thomas Anderson, would not be mad. If they gave it to Greta Gerwig, that would be fantastic. If they threw it to Jordan Peele, that would be insane in the best way. So I think it's going to go to Del Toro. That's who I want to see it go to. I think that's who they're going to give it to. But this is a great category, and you know what? They should just give it to all of them. Fuck it. You all win. Making sure this ballad's right. Making sure I got the right stuff on here. We don't want to have another Moonlight's La La Land snafu. The nominees for Best Picture are Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Now this is a tough one to call. I'm not really sure who the Academy is going to give it to, but I think we might go with Dunkirk. I think they might give it to Nolan that way. I think they're going to spread out these awards in the way that I'm saying it. They're going to give everybody their kind of due in these different categories. You know, we don't really need to see Paul Thomas Anderson get his due. We don't really need to see Spielberg get his due. Darkest Hour, I mean, who wants to see that win anything? Call Me By Your Name, like I said, I think they're going to give that to in the adapted screenplay. So I really think we're going to see Dunkirk take Best Picture here. With 3 Billboards getting original screenplay, Shape of Water doing director, screw The Post, screw Phantom Thread, even though I love Phantom Thread, but Paul Thomas Anderson's going to be in this again. And then Lady Bird and Get Out, I think, are kind of too new. I think it's really a surprise that they even nominated him, but I think they're sort of too new to start winning already, even though I think they deserve it, don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to go to Dunkirk. That's who I think is going to I think the Academy is going to give it to Dunkirk. And who I would like to see, it's a tough one. It's really a tough one because I really enjoyed Phantom Thread. I think that might be the best picture of last year, but at the same time, I could see why people don't enjoy it. But at the same time, The Shape of Water, I don't know, man. Dunkirk, I'm going with Dunkirk. I mean, what do you guys think? Is that crazy? I want to know what your guys' predictions are. Put them in the comment sections. Let me know who you think's going to win. Has everything I said here just been wrong and silly, or do you agree with it? It's not like it's really tough to figure these things out, but I mean, I don't know. You kind of hope that they don't just follow the same formula. I'm hoping we're going to see Dunkirk get it, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and see you on Oscar Sunday, baby. Thank you guys for checking out our Oscar prediction video. Make sure to check back with us after the Oscars have aired so you can check out part 2 of the video so we could see if we predicted anything right and talk about the winners and the ceremony itself and do a little recap. We also would love if you follow us on Stardust and Twitter. Thank you guys. We love you. Let's get ready for some Oscars, baby.